guys. So today we're going to do a channeled love message from your person of interest and see what they have to say. Okay. So this person feels like a partner that you are already with. Like it feels like you guys, I'm getting strongly that there could be marriage here for some of you. If not, like you've been living together for a while. And it looks like this person all of a sudden stopped speaking or stopped really sharing their feelings and emotions with you. They begin to really close off. It looks like this is about money. It looks like there's some financial worries that they have. They're really worried about being able to provide for the connection. They may have lost a job. They may be in fear of losing a job, or they may have made some bad investments. For some of you, they may not have told you what's going on. Some of you know, but I do get that some of you may not know what's going on, and they don't know how to share it with you. So if you're worried about this, there being some other partner here or somebody cheating, it doesn't come up as that. This is about finances. Yeah. They've been the romantic energy, always buying or always taking you out. There's so many things that they've done for you, and they haven't really been doing that recently so much, and they've just kind of like closed off and gone into their shell. And it's because they don't want to admit to you that they have these worries and fears about finances. They feels like that makes them they feel like it makes them less worthy. So they're trying to figure out how to say this to you. And I'm getting that there's a lot of shame here in your partner's energy. Maybe you guys have been fighting more because you feel this tense energy with them. You notice that they're hiding these things. Maybe there's been more arguments and things of that nature. They just don't know how to, they feel very ashamed. I'm getting so much shame here. Because they feel like they're really supposed to be that provider energy for you. It's a part of their understanding it's a part of who they are. You know, like this is what they do. They love to provide. They love to give. It shows up as possibly being one of their love languages, taking care of, gift giving. And they feel like they can't do that anymore. And they feel like that makes them unworthy of you in some sense. I even fear that especially with the fighting, they were already fearing possibly that you would leave them. But I get that they fear that not only have you guys not been on good terms, and it's because of this energy change that you've seen in them, but it also shows up as they fear that once it's clear that they're not possibly going to be financially stable for a while, this is just their fear. I don't get that that's the case. They're afraid that they're not going to be financially stable, not going to be able to take care of you in the way that they have, that you're going to leave them. Yeah. So I'm picking up on some insecurities that are being showcased because they don't have this financial backing to feel stable. Yeah. This shows up though. It looks like Spirit has been wanting them to just pay more attention and make better decisions with money. As much as they love to give to you, I see that they also are just a giving energy. They're a giver. And this has happened to kind of like make them pay more attention about who they're giving to. Yeah, they're so used to being the go-to person that other people depend on. And some of those people don't even deserve it, it looks like. Maybe quite a few. But right now, I just get a lot of concern that you're going to leave them high and dry. This is new to them. They look like they've never really been out of work or never not had enough financially. They've always just had it. That's their thing. And it looks like they really don't have a choice in what's coming up with them financially. Like, it might have been, again, some type of bad investment for some, but I do see like some layoffs or lost job here too. But things are going to turn around. It looks like Spirit is also wanting them to see this as a possibility of going out on their own, investing their energy in themselves, and not necessarily a regular work environment. Now, it doesn't show up as they're going to be like destitute. It doesn't come up as that. It shows up as, they really are just going to have to fall back on whatever they had saved and be very conservative with money. And this is not something that they're used to. And no matter if you save or you don't, if you're not used to having to be conservative financially, it's a learning curve. Yeah. So this is really looking like they don't know how to tell you that they don't have the money to do what they usually do for you, that they have to conserve finances. They don't know how to tell you. They hate it. They hate that they can't take care of you the way that they used to or do what they usually do with you. And this has them really frightened. It makes they feel weak, and they don't like feeling weak. So they're not going into their shell. These arguments are not because they're cheating or anything like that. It's because they feel weak, and they feel like you're going to see them as weak or see them as less than, because they don't have it to give at this time. They're not able to provide the way they usually do. But again, I do feel things are going to turn around. It's just a time for saving, a time for penny pinching, a time for them to be conservative with their finances. And let me see what your guys are saying about you bringing up this conversation up with them. Because it does look like there's some of you that don't know this. They've been holding it in. Yeah, it looks like quite a few of you aren't aware about the burdens here, because they're just used to being this big provider. Right now they're wearing this mask, and it's very brittle. Like they're feeling so pressured to continue moving forward like this, but they know that they can't. They know that they can't. Yeah, your guides are really saying, I'm not really getting a sense of you guys saying that you should pull this out of them or anything like that. It shows up as they're kind of hoping that things will turn around before they have to say anything to you. I don't really get that that's the case. I get that they're also meant to understand that they can lean on you, that you are there to support them in an emotional sense as they go through this, that you're not going to go anywhere. Yeah, that's what shows up here. To some extent, it shows up as things are not going to get better or start to move forward the way they want them to until they admit this truth to you and let go of the fear that it makes them weak to not be able to provide in a financial sense the way they have. They're going to feel much better when they do it. Some of them, they really may even feel very emotional. Some of them may cry. Like it just shows up as this is not what they usually do. Like they are the provider. They always have it. They're the go-to person when it comes to money, and yeah. But Spirit doesn't want them to be that go-to person for anybody like that anymore, except for in your connection. Because again, some of these energies, they don't deserve that from them. Yeah. But I do get things are going to get better in the connection as soon as they finally open up to you about it. Some of you may be able to approach them with the subject and just kind of, if you know how to coax that energy out of them. But for the most part, your guys are just saying, kind of let them come towards you with it, because this is a learning lesson for them. This is about them coming forward and seeing that it's okay. It doesn't make them weak to not, be in this strong, consistently stable financial energy. But I think that's all I have for you at this moment. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, they have to figure out how to express this to you on their own. I really don't get that you're meant to like just kind of come at them with this information, but they're going to. They're trying to figure out how to do so. Yeah, but that's all I have for you guys today. I hope it resonates, and if it doesn't, I hope you find what does.